All right, kids, we're going to go back to our horrible Harry and the Christmas surprise story here. We might even finish it up here if I got the stamina to read the rest of this book. We're about halfway through the story. Now, if you remember, let me fill you in on the parts here. So we had Mr. Cardini, who was the school principal. He was filling in for Miss Mackle because she fell off her chair. So Mr. Cardini had to do her part in the Christmas pageant. Where we last left off was horrible Harry was doing something horrible, running around trying to smooch the girls. All right, so Harry's going to be in trouble here on this next one. The title of this chapter is called Harry Stays After School. All right, so let's take it away. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Harry sat with his hands folded on his desk while the classroom clock ticked loudly. It was 3:15. I was finishing my get well card to Miss Mackle at the library table. Are you about finished, Doug? Mr. Cardini asked. Yes, I'm all done now, said Doug. Mr. Cardini got up from his desk and walked over to Harry's. It was pin quiet again. The second hand on the clock seemed louder than usual. Tick, tock, tick, tock. It wasn't a happy sound. You know why I am keeping you after school? I chased too many girls? Right, you overdid it, Harry. You started chasing girls at noon recess. The aides complained to me about it. I was practicing my part for Georgie Porgy. You were supposed to pantomime one kiss, like this. Mr. Cardini made fish lips. And a funny puckering sound. Smack. I guess I got carried away. Yes, you did. You actually kissed Song Li on the cheek. All right, so there they are. There's Mr. Cardini laying down the law. Harry flashed his pink gums and made his bushy eyebrows go up and down. I could tell he was thinking about his scene with Song Li. It's not funny, young man. I colored hard on my get well card. I didn't want Mr. Cardini to think I was listening. So, I want you to write a letter of apology to Song Li and say that it will never happen again. Yes, sir. Do you have anything to say to me? I'm sorry, Mr. Cardini. It won't happen again. Good. I'm finished, Mr. Cardini, I said, handing him the get well card. How colorful. I'm sure Miss Mackle will be very pleased. Can we visit Miss Mackle at the hospital? I asked. No, Doug. You are not an adult. Only adults are allowed on the 4th floor. I'm sorry. I made a face. It wasn't fair. When I looked over at Harry, he was busy writing. I'll wait for you outside, I said. Harry jumped out of his seat. I'm done. Mr. Cardini looked at the letter as he pulled on his mustache. And then here is Harry's letter that he wrote. Dear Song Li, I didn't mean to kiss you on the cheek in the class skit. I meant to pantomime. You were so pretty as Little Miss Muffet, I just forgot. But it won't happen again. Love forever, Harry. You'll have to change the last part. It's a little strong, Mr. Cardini said, trying not to smile. From or sincerely is better. Harry took out his Tyrannosaurus Rex eraser and started erasing so hard he made a hole in his paper. When Mr. Cardini blew the ends of his mustache up, I knew he was trying to keep his temper down. There, Harry said, handing him back the paper. There it is. Have you guys ever erased something so hard that it rips the paper? I have. Okay, Harry, you can go, the principal said. But I expect very good behavior tomorrow. It's the last day before vacation. I want it to be a happy day, not a horrible day. Is that clear? Harry nodded as he listened. Miss Mackle won't be happy when she finds out you had to stay after school. You're gonna tell her? Harry's eyebrows shot up high. I have to report the whole day. Harry's eyebrows sank down low. I could tell he was working out an idea. When we were walking home in the snow together, Harry said, Last Christmas, my grandfather was in the hospital. I felt bad. My mom let me make him a gift and put it under the tall Christmas tree in the hospital lobby. They have someone dressed up like Santa Claus who delivers the gifts to the patients on Christmas morning. Neato, I said. So, I'm making Miss Mackle a gift and taking it to the hospital tomorrow after school. I put my arm around Harry as we stomped and squished some snow with our boots. Crush, crunch, crush, crunch. When Harry knows he's been bad, he tries to make up for it by being good. That's some great advice there. So we have Doug, and we have Horrible Harry, and Horrible Harry's not being so horrible anymore, and he's going to give his teacher a gift in the hospital. let's keep reading the next chapter titled The Horrible Christmas Gift. Here we go. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Mr. Cardini was singing by the record player as we walked into class. I love the way your mother fixed your hair, Mary exclaimed. Thank you, Song Lee replied. We wear hair like this in Korea for happy occasion. Do you celebrate Christmas in Korea? Mary asked. Many people do. We have a big family feast. Many relatives come and we eat many dishes of food. What is your favorite? I asked. Song Lee grinned. Mandagook. What's that? We asked. Meatball soup. Harry and I said. Bleh, Sydney groaned, falling on the floor and rolling over dead. We all stepped over him except Harry. Harry stepped on Sydney's behind. Ouch! He's not dead, Harry said. Let's go see what Ida is doing, Mary said. Everyone walked over to the writing corner. Ida was tapping her pencil and humming something. I got it, she exclaimed. Got what? We asked. I just made up a song we can sing to Miss Mackle after school. We can't visit her, I said. Mr. Cardini told me so. You have to be an adult. I know that, Ida said. Standing up, she waved her paper in the air. We can sing this outside her hospital window. Like carolers, Mary exclaimed. Mr. Cardini walked over and examined the refreshment table. All right, so there's Ida. She's got her great ideas. They're going to go caroling for their teacher. Look at all these goodies. Marshmallow Santas, candy canes, cheese and crackers with olive and pimento happy faces, frosted cookies, fortune cookies, whoopie pies. Mamma mia, magnifico. Everyone laughed. Sometimes Mr. Cardini spoke in Italian. We went up to the principal as he admired the challah bread. Mom braided that, Mary said proudly. She braids bread just like she braids my hair. Ah, the principal replied. Exquisite. Mr. Cardini, Ida said, could you Xerox the words of my song? Some of us who live near the hospital want to go and sing it outside Miss Mackle's hospital window after school. The principal quickly read Ida's lyrics. Bravo, bravissimo. All right, there's all their food. Mr. Cardini is admiring all the various options they got. Mr. Cardini, we replied. Okay, he said, pulling on his mustache. I'll ask our principal, Mrs. Foxworth, to do it right away. When the girls returned to their seat, Harry started talking about his gift. You're giving Miss Mackle a gift? Mary asked. Harry nodded. Did you wrap it? Harry shook his head. Did it cost very much? Harry shook his head. What is it? Harry shook his head again. Then he flashed his pink gums. It's a surprise. Well, what does it look like? Harry thought for a moment. It has ants on it and spiders on it. Harry, that's a horrible gift, Ida and Mary exclaimed. The teacher will love it, Harry replied. She'll hate it, Mary said. You can't give Miss Mackle a horrible gift. It's sad enough she has to spend Christmas morning in the hospital. She doesn't need a horrible gift from you, too. What do you think about that? I agree. Those girls cannot believe it. I'm putting my gift for Miss Mackle underneath the Christmas tree at the hospital after school, whether you like it or not. Harry pulled out his library book and started reading about Tyrannosaurus Rex. Everyone knew he wasn't going to talk about it anymore. Mary did at recess. The girls met by the dumpster. We have to stop him, Mary said. How? Ida asked. As soon as he puts his horrible gift under the tree, we wait behind a bush. We'll tiptoe into the lobby and get his gift. How will we know which one? Ida asked. His gift isn't wrapped, remember? Ida remembered. It will be the only horrible gift under the tree. I'll bring a big bag and we can stash it in there. When we're caroling, he'll never know his gift is in my bag. Mary got Sydney to join their scheme, too. He was angry with Harry for stepping on his behind. I was sticking with Harry. When we stopped by his house to pick up the gift, boy, was I surprised. We carried it up the hill to the hospital and into the lobby. Harry put it right next to the tree. I do not know what this gift is going to be. Here we go. Let's find out. When we came out, the girls and Sydney were waiting for us. Before we start to sing for Miss Mackle, we want to see the hospital tree. It's supposed to have beautiful decorations. Heh, I said. I knew what they were doing. They were spying on Harry's gift. They couldn't wait to take it away. As soon as they got inside the lobby, they saw Harry's horrible gift. How could they miss it? It was big. Mary's eyes bulged. Oh, Harry, it's wonderful. I love it, Ida said. You draw little ants and spiders on it so nicely, Song Lee said. There's Doug and Horrible Harry. There's the rest of the characters there admiring his gift. Still don't know what it is. You even spelled my name right, Sydney said proudly. We all stared at Harry's gift. It was an old wooden chair painted white. On the back, he'd printed Miss Mackle's reading chair in bright red paint. On the seat was a message. Beware, this is for teachers only. So there's the gift there. Miss Mackle, he made her a new reading chair for teachers only. Perfect. Harry painted black ants and brown tarantulas crawling up and down the legs. Everyone's name in room 2B was somewhere on the chair. Mom helped me with the spelling, Harry said. You were right, Harry, Mary said. Miss Mackle will love your gift. Let's go outside and sing my song, Ida said. And we raced outside by the hospital building and got out our sheet music. Mary hummed the right note for us. Remember, I said, the words go to the tune of Jingle Bells. We all nodded. Room 2B, that's the place for me. Reread books, we're not snooks, and we write the best stories. Miss Mackle, we hope you hear our song. Thanks for making class so neat. In room 2B we long for Miss Mackle, come back to us real soon. You're the best in the West, so here's to our dear room 2B, we shouted at the end. That's dumb, Sydney said. We live in the East. How can she be the best teacher in the West? It has to rhyme, Ida snapped. Who cares about the East or West? Where's Miss Mackle? Harry complained. We all looked up and groaned. No one saw Miss Mackle. While we were moaning some more, Harry screamed, It's her! Quickly he wiped his eyes with his sleeve. There on the 4th floor in front of the picture window was Miss Mackle. She was sitting in a wheelchair, waving at us. We all jumped up and down and waved back. Hi, Miss Mackle, we shouted. Harry was so happy he stood on his head in the snow. Mary hummed the note again. And we all began to sing Ida's song. The best sounds of room 2B are the happy ones we make together. And there you go. It all worked out in the end, kids. There they are caroling, singing their room 2B song. And there on the 4th floor is Miss Mackle. Christmas is saved, all right? Wow, we did it, kids. That's it. That's the end. We finished a book. It is always a great feeling when you can finish a book, all right? Sorry again, I don't know why it's a Christmas book, but it is what it is. Horrible Harry. A lot of books out there like this. There's a lot more books out there that has to do with Horrible Harry. So if you enjoyed this character, go ahead and find some more books like that. Ask me. I'll even let you borrow some of these books, okay? So thank you again for listening. I'm going to find a new book for us to read. Keep it up there. Keep on reading. See you later, kids. Bye-bye.